we're back, and now we're going to talk about SEO. Now, this can be confusing as all get out. And what you really just want to focus on at this point is trying to establish which keywords, or what I like to call keyword phrases, are most likely to get you onto page 1. How often do you actually click through to page 2, 3, or 4? Those are not nearly as valuable as working your way up to page 1 for a specific search result. So you've got your sitemap, and we're going to use your sitemap to sort of be that roadmap in figuring out, okay, as I write content for this page, what keyword or keyword phrase can I best integrate into that content? Will it flow easily? Will I be able to write that content easily, incorporating that keyword? So we're going to actually look at a tool that I use regularly. You can subscribe to this, or you can do 2 free searches for a specific keyword per 24 hours. So it would take a little bit of time to get through that over, the course of a week, or subscribe for a month and then make sure you cancel your subscription and just get the keywords that you need and come back to it at a later date. If you're a blogger, this tool could be invaluable for you to sort of really narrow down what should that title be in the blog and how are people thinking about this subject. So to take a quick look at this, I'm looking at sort of coaching. So one of my clients is a business coach. So let's look at life coach. And you can see that I've narrowed this down also to country. So you can narrow it down to the country that you're working in, or, the country that your clients and customers are going to be coming from. And you can narrow this down even specifically to city if you are serving a local market directly. So we're looking at life coach. So we can see that in Australia, people that speak English, life coach on its own, we can see that trend right here over a 12-month period. It kind of goes up and down a little bit, but fairly steady. And we can see right here that the average amount of searches is actually about 2,900 searches per month. So, and then CPC, that is a reflection of how much someone is paying. So it's cost per click, CPC. That's showing us that people are spending on average, if they're using any ads to target that keyword, that they're spending about $4.30 per click. So, and then right here, what we're looking at is to see, what I like to call a green light. So we've got kind of a green light on this keyword, and we can see that, life coach on its own. So if we can get a little bit more specific around that, then we might better target the end client or customer that is most relevant to, who might buy from us. So we might look at wellness coach. So here we can see 320 searches. Now that's lower, but that doesn't mean that, life coach might just be too broad of a search to really bring in the right customer client for you. Whereas wellness coach might be dead on. That might be exactly, what they're looking for. And you might actually convert more people under that keyword than sticking with just life coach. So you might then take wellness coach and you would incorporate that into one of your service pages. So a service page specifically about wellness coaching, wellness coach, and you would make sure that that page sort of hits that keyword in all the relevant areas to kind of cross it off the list. So you've got a green light keyword, and then you take care of everything that needs to happen specifically on that page, which I talk about in another course. And so then you've got basically a green light. That's good. You've taken care of the title. You've got it in the alt tag. You have an image on the page that is called wellness coach. And so you're hitting all of those points to make sure that page will start to rank really well within Google. It is helpful to keep in mind that it's going to take time. The internet is so instant that we, sort of fall victim to this idea that, well, why aren't I on page 1 yet? I've taken care of all these things. But ultimately, it's going to be a matter of continuing to put out content around wellness coach, so that you start to rank organically and you're not stuck paying that $4.05 per click. So the more content you can put out and sort of focus on these keywords that are in that green light, those are the keywords that are going to work best for your website, and you're more likely to start to rank on page 1 over a period of 3, 4 to 6 months. So it might actually be something that you would look at and then address in your business. Oh, well, instead of calling myself a life coach, what I'm actually going to call myself is a wellness coach, because that's how people think about me and my business when they're looking for me. Okay, so another really great tool is to also look at, it's backlinko.com /learn SEO Fast. So there's a really great post here. This isn't the post I want to share with you. Where is it? Okay, backlinko.com /SEO-tools. So fantastic post here, because what Brian Dean has actually done is pull all of those online resources together in a single page. So if you are looking for additional information outside of just doing that SEO research, then you can find some of that here. And he's even broken things down, sort of free, paid. Freemium are those, products where you get to try it out, or like Keyword Finder, you get to do 2 searches in a 24-hour period. And so you can find some other tools in here. But to really get yourself started, look at your sitemap and figure out what those focus keywords or phrases should be on each page. So then when you sit down to write that content, you can feel confident in the words that you're using, that at this point in time, you are most likely to start to be able to rank for those. And the more specific you can get, the more quickly your page will start to crawl up to page 1 in a Google search. So you can see there's lots of numbers here to sort of go through. What you're looking for is that green light with something that's got, some meat behind it, that there's enough searches here that, even if 5% of users end up clicking on your website, that you're going to start to convert some of those people and, get them on your email list or turn them into clients or a paid customer. And so when I talk about, a paid search, that CPC versus ranking organically, what I'm talking about is, I just put in a search best moving companies and Aurelia. So right now, these 3 at the very top, these are all paid search results. So these are the people that are paying 50 cents to $1 or $4.30, that if I click on that, then they're going to pay that. So we want to start to work towards ranking organically in these searches down here. So these companies are all ranking organically for those search terms. And that's what I want to see you do with the content on your website, so that you start to rank organic and you're not stuck, paying for clicks specifically. There's nothing wrong with paying for clicks. It's just, let's make sure that at the same time, our website is still working for us in an organic sense, so that we're starting to climb the ranks as well. So that's the SEO component. Look at your sitemap, figure out how you talk about your products and services, and you might actually find, using Keyword Finder, that there are, some tidbits or some ways that you're talking about your service or your business that might just need to be tweaked just a little bit in order to really hit the mark on your ideal customer.